Before we get into the video, I need you guys to do me a favour. Number 1, like the video. Also comment, let me know your thoughts on the story. In a round where football has been distracted by VAR, social media guidelines and ambassador roles, prior to this football had mental fortitude. It was nothing for British footballers to go to their local boozers on a weekend and then show up on match day worse for wear and still play 90 minutes, giving it their all. These old school footballers were brash, rugged and did not mince their words. They were also filled with controversy and had criminal records. Case in point, Joseph Anthony Barton, commonly known as Joey Barton. Now Joey Barton was born on September 2nd in 1982. Born and raised in this underprivileged Hoyton area of Manchester, Joey Barton knew from a young age he was going to be a footballer, even though the odds were stacked against him. His work ethic came from his dad, who was also called Joseph, and he worked as a roofer in order to provide for his children. He also had his own success as a semi-professional footballer, playing for Norwich Victoria. Now Joey Barton also credited his nan as the person who steered him away from not getting caught with Class A gear and becoming a bum effectively, like using the likes of H and Coke. Now as I said, Joey Barton knew he wanted to be a footballer. It was on his bucket list, his dream. Now his first taste of tangible success was when Joey Barton joined Everton's youth system. He then played for Liverpool at the age of 14 when his mum and dad separated and Joey Barton was between homes. Unfortunately, nothing really materialised. So, after back-to-back unsuccessful spells, Joey Barton underwent trials for Nottingham Forest. Again, another unsuccessful event. Scouts, trainers and the managing director of the club says that Joey was too small to become a footballer. Then they advised him that he should follow in his dad's footsteps and become a roofer. Now the rejection only fueled Joey Barton, and when he had the opportunity to join the Manchester City Youth Academy as a trainee, he took it and he slowly and meticulously worked his way through the ranks, and this was back in 2002. Now while playing for Manchester City, he had a lot of success, but of course that success was clouded by controversy. Now Joey Barton had sparked a 10-man brawl in a friendly match between Manchester City and Doncaster Rovers on the 25th of July of 2004. After he was said to have hacked an opposition player, of course that means he did a dirty foul. Now Joey, in himself, characteristically, was unapologetic. He thought it was just part and parcel of the game. Then fast forward to December 2004, while at a Christmas party, a club Christmas party, Joey Barton was alleged to have stubbed his cigar out on a youth player, Jason Tandy's eye, after downing a few drinks. Now according to the story, Jason Tandy was messing around and attempted to light Joey Barton's shirt. Joey turned around and seen him in the action, used the stub of his cigar and put it to the guy's eye, burning him. Now Joey Barton was fined £60,000 for the incident. He also apologised and called it a misunderstanding and tried to make light of the situation. And then, in May of 2005, Joey Barton is said to have broke a 35-year-old pedestrian's leg while he was driving his sports car worth £40,000 through Liverpool city centre at 2 a.m. Now in the summer of 2005, Barton was sent home from a pre-season tournament in Thailand after he got into a scuffle with a 15-year-old Everton supporter who had provoked Barton by verbally making fun of him and also making contact with his shin. Now Joey Barton had to be restrained from making more damage to the guy, the teenager, by teammates Richard Dunn. Now Barton had to undergo anger management therapy at the order of Manchester City boss Stuart Pearce, and he also had to pay £120,000 in club fines. In total, Joey Barton made 150 club appearances and even played for the England team in February of 2007. That would be his only cap. Now Joey Barton would then go on to join Newcastle United in July of 2008 for a fee of £5.8 million. He would stay at the club for 4 years and then he would join QPR in 2011, where he would help the team reach promotion to the Premier League. But this was not the end of Joey Barton's controversial time as a footballer. Now fast forward to March of 2007, Joey Barton was arrested on suspicion of assault and criminal damage following an altercation with a taxi driver in Liverpool on the 4th of March. Now he was cleared of this charge in May of 2008 after his cousin Joshua Wilson admitted to causing the damage. Now of course his cousin and Joey Barton themselves were drunk at the time and they had accosted the taxi driver and also damaged it, his vehicle that being. And then on May 1st of 2007, Joey Barton is said to put his hands, feet, elbows and shins on French teammate ousmane Dabo during a training session. Now, Dabo was hit several times, left unconscious and also hospitalised. His head was swollen like a balloon. It was also said that his retina was detached. Now, on the 16th of May, Joey Barton was arrested and questioned by Greater Manchester Police and was later charged with the assault. He initially said that he had nothing to do with it, so he pled not guilty, but then changed his plea to guilty. On the 1st of July of 2008, Joey Barton was sentenced to a 4-month suspended prison sentence, plus 200 hours of community service, and ordered to pay £3,000 in compensation. Now, in the early hours of 2007, December 27th, Joey Barton was once again arrested on suspicion of assault in Liverpool city centre. Now, Joey Barton is said to have struck a man over 20 times, causing him to lose his consciousness and collapse to the ground before he then targeted a teenager. Now, at the time, Joey Barton was on bail for 2 previous arrests, and he was denied bail for the 3rd arrest. Joey Barton ended up pleading guilty to the offence, and on May 2008, he was sentenced to 6 months in jail. Now, Joey Barton's cousin, Nadine Wilson, and his brother, Andrew Barton, also pled guilty to their part in the assault and received suspended sentences. It was plain to see that Joey Barton had anger issues and still does to this day. He also did not follow the rules when it came to betting and gambling as a professional footballer, because in October of 2016, Joey Barton was charged with breaking the rules relating to gambling on football matches. He was also accused by the Scottish Football Association of placing 44 bets on matches between July 1st and 15th of September of 2016. In November 2016, he received a 1-match ban from the Scottish Football Association for breaking these rules on gambling and football matches. And in December of 2016, he was also charged with misconduct, with the Football Association claiming that he had actually placed 1,260 bets over the past 10 years. And then, on April 2017, Joey Barton received an 18-month ban from football after admitting to those charges relating to the betting. It's an understatement to say that Joey Barton's life and career has not been filled with controversy. Even when he ended his football career and ventured into managerial career, of course the controversy still followed him. This time around, Joey Barton uses things like social media, things like Twitter and also Instagram, in order to impose his views on people. Now again, this is a case of freedom of speech, so Joey Barton is entitled to say whatever he wants to say, but of course he has made controversial comments on these platforms where he would say things like misogynistic rants on social media, where he would say things like women shouldn't be talking about the man's game, and men who listen to women really need their head tested. He also claimed that the surge in women pundits is the fact that these TV stations and companies have quotas to fill and boxes to tick. Now, a lot of people agreed with him, some people disagreed with him, and again, at the end of the day, Joey Barton is his own person. In his mind, I'm sure he knows that he is a controversial character, and he probably plays that role because, again, any press is good press. But again, at least Joey Barton is living the life that he wants to. Stay safe.